I get it. It sucks when your body won't do what you ask it to.
How'd you end up in that chair anyway?
Bear attack. Give you a reality check.
This is where you relate to me and give me some tough love.
Now I smack some sense in you if you don't show me some respect.
It could be infrared.
What's that?
Infrared bulb. See, humans can't see it, but a video camera will pick it up. He could knock out the cameras without no one knowing.
Right.
He can actually support me and the kids. Was that a reason to stay with somebody?
Man, I stayed with a girl for a whole year because she had ad-free Hulu.
Sarah, I just want to say, if I don't make it out of this, you make the worst bet I ever tasted in my life. But I still love you anyway.
What are you doing, Wen?
Yo, where y'all been? We got 3 record labels calling us. We got a meeting with Parliament Records right now.
Because I just kept looking at my legs and telling myself to move, and they wouldn't move. Because I was like, how am I going to support my family?
So let me ask you something. How does a beloved 90s sitcom star go from making us laugh on primetime TV to facing whispers about career sabotage, shady industry politics, and a life-altering tragedy that nearly ended everything?
You see Daryl Chill Mitchell because he's all right, he's ready to work. And these guys were like, isn't he in a wheelchair? They was like, yeah. He was like, well, we ain't kind of looking at that at the moment,
Did he step on the wrong toes in Hollywood? And most importantly, how did one devastating moment change the entire trajectory of Daryl Chill Mitchell's life forever? Daryl Chill Mitchell, yes, chill like he invented the word, was born on July 16, 1965 in the Bronx, New York. Before the sitcoms and crime dramas, he was rapping in a hip-hop group called Groove Be Chill.
All the stuff that I saw them do, it influenced me in my music. Even the music that I was rapping to. You know what I mean? We was rapping the breakbeat.
It ain't nothing like it. It ain't nothing like hip-hop music.
And when the name already sounded like they were doing old school talent shows at the skating rink, you just know they weren't exactly topping the Billboard charts.
So Groovy Groove and be successful in Chili Dog, cut it all off, and it started Groove Be Chill.
What they were doing, though, was building connections, because that little music hustle is what put Chill in the orbit of Hollywood. Daryl made his film debut in 1990 with the movie House Party.
Don't bump the table, I'm trying to mix. Yo, you call that mixing, man? I just helped you out. Thank you.
But here's the thing. While Daryl dabbled into acting for some quick cash in hopes that being on the big screen will finally put his music out there, that one role was about to change the direction of his life forever. Cause listen, I'm convinced after House Party, Daryl probably had a seat with himself like, and child, was he right? Cause while his music career was sitting still like it was on dial-up internet, his acting career hit the ground running. Our boy's first regular role was on the sitcom Here and Now as T.
Yo, I'm so desperate these CPR dummies starting to look good to me. Yo, careful, man. That's Sharona.
But that was just his warm-up. His next sitcom was The John Larroquette Show, where Daryl played Dexter, a lunch attendant with all the sarcasm and no chill.
You are the tallest collection of white people I've ever seen.
And despite the fact that the man was only a few years into the game, Daryl was so good, the role got him nominated for an NAACP Image Award in 1996 for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. But wait, it gets better. From 1997 to 2000, he slid into Veronica's closet as Leo, the fine, funny marketing director who always knew how to drop a slick one-liner and bounce.
I'm sorry, I can't find a pen. All right, give me the number, I remember it. No, I won't remember that.
And if you were a 90s baby like me, seeing his face pop up on everything was a whole comfort vibe. But when I say Daryl was outside, my man stayed booked and busy. Some of his features include 1996 Sergeant Bilko as Wally.
Permission to speak freely, Sarge.
Permission? What are we in Russia? Say anything you want.
You men are soldiers. And frankly, I don't think there's a man or woman here who's taking their service seriously.
The 1996 A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
Females all the time sweating a man about being a dog. And it seems like the more you dog them, the more they try to control your ass.
Roy in Home Fries.
Roy, you clean this shake machine. You're newer and she's pregnant.
Billy, I'm lactose intolerant, man.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Anything else?
Yeah, go to the office. You're pissing me off.
What? Mr. Morgan?
Later.
And the 2001 movie Black Knight, where he played Steve.
Then I go here. Oh!
You did.
But hold up, let's pause right there. Because shortly after filming Black Knight, life came swinging at Daryl with the kind of blow that makes the phone stop ringing. Now let me take y'all back to November 10th, 2001. It was supposed to be just another chill day in South Carolina for Daryl Chill Mitchell. He was on vacation, vibing with the fam, probably thinking about his next check or what to eat for dinner, not life-altering trauma. So picture this. Daryl out there minding his business when his nephew starts begging him to ride his bike. Unfortunately, he lost control of his bike while turning a corner, causing his bike to slip off, and Daryl goes flying into a ditch.
The bike slipped off the road, and I went in the ditch. And I was in the ditch, I think they said about at least 20, 30 minutes before anybody realized I was gone.
After 5 days of being unconscious, doctors hit him with the bombshell that shattered his spinal cord. Within a matter of days, our boy, who was just hooping, acting, moving, and grooving, was told point blank, "You'll never walk again." Because as a black man in Hollywood, it's already hard enough to get a seat at the table. But now he's thinking, how am I supposed to keep working in this industry in a wheelchair? How am I gonna provide for my family? Like, is this really the end of the road? And let's be real, Hollywood ain't exactly known for inclusivity. I mean, if there's one thing you can count on over the years, is that town will always go through faster than a man who says, "I'm not ready for a relationship." But let me tell you something. No psychic, no tarot reading, no crystal ball could have predicted what came next. Because Daryl, baby Daryl Mitchell, was not done. Not by a long shot.
I gotta accept my situation, accept responsibility, but don't give up.
Now listen, if you know anything about Daryl Chill Mitchell, then you already know he wasn't about to roll over and let life punk him. Our boy had the heart of a hustler and the mindset of a man who still got bills to pay. He was like, wheelchair or not, I got things to do and checks to collect. And when you've got that kind of talent, plus a personality so charming that it's infectious.
Oh, I tear the dance floor up, partner. Everybody want to dance with me. Yeah, you know what I mean? You think I'd be the last one they want to dance with? No, everybody want to dance with me.
Hollywood can try to say no, but they gonna end up folding every time.
I got back on TV 4 months out of the hospital. So people didn't catch up with the accident because it wasn't really publicized.
So boom, enter Denzel Washington and Chris Tucker. And with their help, Daryl slid right back into the game in 2002 like he never left. And the first show he had his eyes on, a little dramedy called Ed.
That snack bar grill looks scary. It looked like it hasn't been cleaned since the Cretaceous period.
The what?
But here's the thing. The show was already in its 3rd season, and the producers already felt like the cast was too jam-packed. So when Daryl rolled in on a wheelchair like, yo, I got something special to bring to this show, you already know the side eyes in that room were palpable. Like, sir, be serious. But Daryl, he don't sweat that. Because when your mindset is tight and your energy is undeniable, you can pull off just about anything. And after one meeting, producer John Beckerman was like, wait a minute, this man is hilarious. The vibe was so strong, they didn't just cast him in a role, they created the character Eli just for him.
Name is Eli Cartwright Coggins III. I'm a new Bowling Alley employee.
Well, we're actually in the middle of interviewing
Is
right
that
now.
so? You think these mouth breathers over here can stand up to Eli Cartwright Coggins III?
And after having folks crying with laughter in Ed, Hollywood was like, wait, hold up. So the talent didn't get paralyzed too? They were shaken. Then came 2009, and Daryl popped back out in the sitcom Brothers, playing Chill Trainer.
Jealous of what? Growing up, I was a better athlete, I was smarter than you, plus I'm better looking. All my teeth are next to each other.
And let me tell you something, he was the main course on that show, okay? The plot might have had some other folks in it, but trust me, Daryl carried that series like a fresh sew-in. And even though the show didn't last long, it still got him his 2nd NAACP Image Award nomination. And this time, on February 26, 2010, Daryl snatched that trophy like it owed him money.
It means a lot to me for everybody to represent what I stand for and what I've been through.
And if you thought he was done, from 2014 to 2021, he starred in NCIS New Orleans as a recurring turned main character, Patton Plain, a computer specialist for NCIS.
Evidently, a 911 caller reported a break-in at the warehouse just after 2 a.m. We need to get an ID on that call. Oh, I'm working on it. As soon as I get something, I'll let you know.
And in 2018, he joined the cast of Fear the Walking Dead, portraying Wendell.
All my life, people like you been using stalls made for people like me. I never asked the question, but I'm gonna ask it now. Why?
It always seemed like a little apartment.
But let's be real, what really made his acting so unique after his accident was the fact that Daryl made sure his roles weren't always written about disability. He was just a character, complex, funny, flawed, who happened to use a wheelchair.
I don't care who you are. Walking, not walking. You alone will not survive.
But here's the million-dollar question right here. We've seen a Daryl Chill Mitchell bounce back in Hollywood like a boss. But what about the personal side of things? First off, Daryl's been holding it down with his beautiful wife Carol for years, and together they've got 4 kids, which means this man ain't just chill on camera, he's a whole family man Mitchell in real life.
Now live on Instagram, my family reunion. Yo, Alabama, I'm coming out there. Y'all get ready for me.
That accident, it didn't just shift his career, it shook his soul. Daryl started seeing things differently. He got a front row seat to what life really feels like when you're disabled. And he was like, hold up now, this system ain't right. Because let's keep it all the way real. Less than 5% of disabled people get seen on TV. 5. Not 50, not even 15. 5. And Daryl? Yeah, he was like, that's not okay. So ever since that life-changing accident, he's been out here not just working, but advocating, using his name, his platform, and that signature charm to make sure Hollywood stops playing in disabled folks' faces. So what's Daryl Mitchell up to in 2025? These days, Chill stays active both as an actor and an advocate. His recent acting gigs include F is for Family,
Mr. Gypsy White. Hello, beautiful people. This goes out to all the gentlemen escorting their ladies.
and the 2025 Shifting Gears.
You know you spent your whole life making decisions to piss him off. Remember when he wanted you to join the Girl Scouts? You joined the Democratic Party.
But that's not all. Behind the scenes, Daryl's doing real work. He works with organizations focused on disability representation in media and continues to guest star in major network dramas. He's also mentoring young actors, especially those who face physical challenges.
I'm an actor, producer, director, and disability advocate, all from my wheelchair. Tell us about the abilities you discovered.
As of 2025, Daryl Mitchell's estimated net worth sits around $5 million. And let's be real, for someone who had to rebuild their entire career from scratch, that's impressive. But his true wealth comes from impact. He didn't just survive a life-altering tragedy, he redefined what surviving looks like in Hollywood. He opened doors for actors with disabilities, kept his career alive without sacrificing his dignity, and continues to inspire people on and off the screen. But here's what everyone really wants to know. Was Daryl Chill Mitchell ever truly scandalous? Not in the messy tabloid breaking way, but in the way that makes the industry uncomfortable. He refused to play their game, refused to fade quietly, refused to disappear after tragedy.